Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Press the Action Button podcast here on digital-delirium.com. As always, I am your host, Joystick. It's been a while. How is everyone? Let's start with an introduction. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, D-Pad.
Hoagie! I really wish I did have a hoagie right now. That would be nice. An Italian sub.
Yes, it would.
By the way, a lot of people around the country don't know what a hoagie is.
A lot of people.
It's,
Really?
Well, they can look it up.
Yeah, that's an Eastern thing.
There's internets. Internets exist.
That's a regional thing. Hoagie.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that until recently. I didn't know that until I found out.
Imagine that. Anyway, also with us, you just heard him, is Gameface. Say hello to the people, Gameface.
I have a splitting headache, and that's the weekend review.
Also with us this week, last but not least, is Teabag. Say hello to the people, Teabag.
Guys, this is the last time. We swear. This is it.
Oh, you're going back to Los Angeles.
I'm going back to Los Angeles.
What the hell, Tom?
Yeah, what the hell, Tom? Yeah, this is Tom's Going Away podcast.
Oh, thank God.
I think we should crack
you
our
haven't
beers.
enjoyed being on the damn podcast.
Let's crack them.
Let's crack them.
Yingling Premium.
Mmm.
Taste that premium.
Beery.
Taste that Pennsylvania goodness. What kind of beer are you going to be drinking out in L.A.? On the streets I want to see L.A.
Shut up.
No, really. What do they drink out there?
LA.
Oh, I'm ecstatic. I will be drinking Mississippi Mud, and they have Arrogant Bastard Ale for cheap out there.
Ah.
So does your moving back to LA have anything to do with someone moving into the house that you were living in?
Why, did you show up and someone else was there?
No, I'm curious. I haven't been here for 3 weeks. I haven't seen you in like a month.
Yeah, it has something to do with that. It's something to do with my broken heart. Something to do with... I just... Mostly I hate ending the week every week in this room on
You
this
didn't
microphone.
end the week every week in
But
this
it's like
room.
you start the week every week in this room. You
Yeah.
think about it that way, too.
Yeah,
No,
because it's
no.
Sunday.
Oh,
See.
no.
It's not Shomer
It's a good start to the week to be on a podcast.
Yeah, because it can only go uphill from there.
It doesn't. It never does.
Oh.
It starts rock bottom and only drills lower.
So speaking of drilling, Minecraft.
Minecraft!
Alex is hopelessly addicted to Minecraft.
We all knew this was coming.
It is literally my anti-drug because sometimes I'll open a beer and it'll take me 2 hours to drink it because I keep forgetting it's there while I'm playing.
Hot damn.
It is one of the few games that can do that for me. It's not like any other game you play and it's like there's dull moments. It's like, oh, well, I'm waiting to do this so I can do this, or I gotta wait until I can... It is on
flashing the sky is the limit, and that literally is how high you can go.
Yeah,
you
I
can
built
go
a
up to
moon.
the clouds.
I built a second moon to hide Tim's stuff in because I have a server here and he plays on it when I have it up sometimes.
And because it's funny.
And he ticked me off by having a baby blue shirt with like a Rainbow Dash logo on it as an avatar.
That's his skin.
So I hit him with a piece of wheat. And then we've just been messing with each other ever since. I made a sign that just said penis 12 times, and I stuck it up in like his underground garden.
Then you made a sign that said, like, thanks for the diamonds or something.
Have some ham.
Yeah,
There's ham in the chest for you. I went up into the mountains and killed pigs for 3 hours so I could fill his one chest, take everything out of it, and replace it with pork.
You should have even taken the time to cook it first,
I
so
did.
it says ham.
For the record, this is a
Yeah.
kind of We're Back podcast. And
But
we're-
I'm not.
Dinosaur
I'm
story?
leaving.
Yeah, well, it's
So
also
let's-
your
let's not
goodbye
leave that out.
podcast, and the podcast shall miss the Tomothy.
Did anybody just get a craving for gummy worms?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just now?
Yeah.
No.
To describe, I feel
You're
like
like
there's...
now, or have I ever gotten one?
Oh, I do all the time. Just not now.
You were
Gummy
saying-
worms are amazing.
There's a key element here that the audience is missing as who Alex is as a person. Alex is the guy that built a calculator, but not like out of calculator parts, out of wires, and that like just spare
9-volt batteries.
yes,
Relays.
just
Yeah.
out of
Electromagnets. How do they electro work?
he just built it.
Yeah.
So now he has
Yeah.
Minecraft.
And then
Oh, man.
Andrew was over here, and he's like, "So it's a complete waste of time." I'm like, no, it's a
Not really.
calculator.
If you daisy chain like 8 of these, you'll have a 4-function calculator.
So it's a complete waste of time.
Yeah, it's more like a complete waste of time. I said that before!
You just kind of gave up on that conversation.
Yeah, I've been down that hallway before.
So anyway, we're not going to have any topics. I kind of wanted to talk about how everyone's Christmas went,
it's
though.
A topicless.
So
that's right, Tom. You don't have to be here.
What the fuck?
Hey,
I totally was psyched to talk about video games.
Well, let's talk about video games.
Why? We're unprepared. We have no topics. This is
that
horrible.
Means we can't talk about video games?
The thing that I hate the most has gotten worse.
Somehow I don't think you hate it. If you hated this, I don't think you would show up for it.
So it's like you take...
Apparently you don't know Tom.
So it's like you take your annoying girlfriend to a restaurant to break up with her, and then you realize that your mom is like at the corner table.
And your mom really likes that girl?
Oh, that would be even worse.
And your mom really likes this particular girlfriend that you find incredibly annoying. So she's like...
No, she doesn't notice you're there. She's just there. And you're
Gosh, your fingernails are long enough to snort coke out of. Jeez, look at those things. They're like warlock.
Hey, you know why, though?
What? No, only the one. Only the one. Like, you can use it as a knife. Is that what you use to open cereal boxes?
You want to know why my fingernails are not short, though? Because it reminds me not to bite them, because I always did that when I was a kid.
No, I never.
Story, bro.
This is like showing up to break up with a girl, and then she stands you up. That's what this is like.
You never get to tell her
You just never get to fucking...
Then you just, like, send her a text message, because that's the worst thing you can do, is, like, break up with somebody through a fucking text message.
No, because then she'll...
I mean, that is, like, the least emotional way to break up with someone. Yeah, we're done. Bye. Welcome to Dumpsville. Population, you.
Yeah.
You could send him an orange card. Or a pink slip in the mail.
Someone did that to me in
You're fired from this
relationship.
From your girlfriend.
Yeah, but it was from some other girl who was making fun of us.
I like the mustache goatee combo. You have like three different lengths of 5 o'clock shadow going on, and then a mustache.
I do, with a little path running down the middle of it.
Is it just me, or are you less shaven on one side than you are on the other?
Probably, but right now I have a mustache that could like swallow a goat, and
you have a goat underneath.
He's trying to
being swallowed by a
it's
mustache.
like much significant. It's like
he's trying
as long.
Get a mustache that like rivals Nietzsche, I think. That man had a stash.
This is Nietzsche. Jail is just a human institution.
I'm in jail. So, how was everybody's Christmas break while I was gone?
Well, it was Christmassy.
And breaky?
Breaky.
Okay. So
it's like press the action issue?
Do you want to talk about actual Christmas or not?
I don't really remember much of Christmas. I got an awesome coffee maker and power drill.
Press the issue button.
Oh, I got a $50 gift certificate to Olive Garden for as part of my Christmas bonus. That was kind of cool.
And then you got a couple of gift cards to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
I just gave mine away.
You just
Dude,
gave
I
your
used
Dunkin'.
to buy cake cups for my Keurig.
I'm sorry. If I'd known that, I would have given it to you. You actually buy
Why
things?
Why did you give your Dunkin' Donuts thinking away?
Because I don't live near a Dunkin' Donuts.
There's one in Harrisburg.
There's one in Harrisburg, but I would have to go out of my way to go there. It's not on my, way to work or anything.
I've come to the conclusion that there are Dunkin' Donuts everywhere. You just never notice them because they've been around so long that you just...
I'm just not really a fan of donuts.
Yeah, I mean, me neither. But
Homer Simpson would be disappointed.
I know, I like donuts. They're good.
I spend on candy bars or, like, gum at work.
Candy bars and gum.
I buy a lot of gum for work.
It's just people who go to Dunkin' Donuts often. It's usually because it's like their morning routine. They wake up, they get coffee, they get donuts.
Then they go to the station because they're pleased. See what I did there?
Let's see what you did there.
Yeah, Matt Hazy used to like him and his friends like before school. They used to. There's a Dunkin' Donuts on the corner of like their development. And
no, he's more like go to the station because he got arrested by the police.
He's been there, done that, but.
See?
No, Dunkin' Donuts, I mean. They, like, stand outside, like, Kevin Smith style and just eat breakfast.
He kind of looks like Jay.
I've been saying that for years.
For years.
Okay. So, how was your Christmas?
Ian?
It was I got a jacket. All the gifts that I bought people.
Awesome.
That jacket.
Double-breasted jacket!
Alex is using it as a pillow right now.
Oh, is that what I'm laying on? This is really comfy here.
Oh, and just to let you guys know, this isn't an orgy we're in right now. We're not recording this on the 7 orgy, because I know it sounded like that now that I've just said that we're all lying on each other's jackets and things like that.
My jacket's hung up.
You had to take that to a dark and dirty place, didn't you?
My jacket's all hung up, Ian.
Way to pop the action cherry.
Nice. So did you get anything else, man?
No, I got my jacket. That's it. I got my dad something. It wasn't what he wanted, so I...
That wasn't what... He didn't want that?
I mean, it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
You wanted it to be magical?
No, you know, it was supposed to be a pump for siphoning, because I know that he makes wine as a hobby.
Oh, yeah, and it turned out just being a tube.
A tube, yeah. I shipped
the thing
it.
You have.
Yeah.
No, we have an actual pump.
Yeah.
Like that you know, you can pump from one carboy to another.
He's trying to get another one of those.
And what my dad does is he just uses a tube and he gets below the first carboy and he sucks it out, and then that creates... Right. So he probably ends up drinking something.
You're saying siphon so it doesn't sound as bad.
Yeah.
Josh, I love you.
Okay.
But I thought it was going to be a pump, and it wasn't. It was a tube. So
it was just a normal tube, like what he did before.
It was a tube, so yeah.
Well, I got you
I threw it away.
Tube. We could have made a still out of that.
You threw it away?
Yeah.
You have a problem with throwing things away.
Are you going to get him another one?
No, because it's not Christmas anymore. He
Just
missed the chance.
He
missed the opportunity.
I actually just ordered you a present the other day, actually, because just me and Josh were just sitting here and we just started giggling about something.
Okay, so it's a prank gift. Anytime is a good time for a prank gift.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It should be in by the end of this week.
You failed your action.
I didn't know you actually bought it.
Yeah, I told you that.
I thought you said you were just thinking about it.
I guess I failed my...
no, it's on its way.
My action Christmas.
As for me, I finally got the Xbox 360 that I've asked for a few years in a row. I kind of felt bad about, like, Christmas. The day before we held Christmas, my grandmother fell and broke her wrist, which sucked ass. And then I had already gotten her a book. I felt horrible about getting her a book that she can't read because she has a broken wrist.
Well, it's not like you got her a skip it or something. A jump rope.
Why would I get like a 70-whatever-year-old woman?
Why can't she read a book from a broken leg? Is it a
arm?
Arm.
Oh,
jeez.
It was
okay.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas, because she loves the movie and loves the story.
She hasn't read the book yet?
No, she didn't. She just didn't happen to have a copy of the book.
Oh.
So I got her the 30-minute special, which is the one she loves, the classic cartoon, and the book. And then she broke her wrist, and then I felt bad about getting her a book because I felt kind of like a douche.
You don't really need a wrist to read a book.
You don't even need eyes.
Unless it's a dirty book.
Well,
you don't need eyes, or you just need. If you don't have eyes, you do need wrists.
Yeah,
and fingers.
Read Braille. Yeah,
but if you don't have fingers
or
hands,
wrists, then you need eyes.
Right.
Anyway, having a 360 again does mean that I will be able to put up some Xbox 360 reviews on the website. So that is coming in the future. I can't tell you when.
That news!
What?
Just everything about this news. It's just like honey coming down from like a waterfall into my mouth. Like if you could imagine rainbow honey, I'd just let it splash all over my face. Like, come on, Josh, tell me some more news.
Well,
Josh,
actually was relevant because of the reviews.
Because this is supposed to be a fucking gaming.
But this is a topicless podcast.
I will get to an Xbox 360 review anytime soon because I also got Skyrim.
Oh, you got Skyrim. I got Minecraft.
I'm gonna waste so many hours in Skyrim.
We're doomed.
We're not doomed.
I'm doomed for about 100 hours total.
Oh, Tom, how was your Christmas? Well, Josh,
I was about to ask you.
You're going clockwise, dude. No.
Yeah.
No, counterclockwise.
We start with the original
Yeah,
three members.
Me, and then
You didn't earn your right of passage, bro.
what does that mean,
See?
bro?
You just hadn't given me a chance yet.
I was
so,
using
Tom,
the metric system.
How was your Christmas?
It was bad. I didn't get anything, and then I got thrown out of my house.
Wait, you got thrown out of your house on Christmas?
No, they told me that I was supposed to move out on Christmas.
That sucks ass.
I know. And then a girl told me she didn't want to have sex with me anymore.
That also sucks ass.
It's worse than Kent and Lear getting grounded for being gay.
Did he?
Yeah.
You're grounded.
But
It's
Every
a
time
terrible
he
story.
mentions that, I
It's a
laugh.
terrible story, but it's kind of funny. Just the way
That's just like bad. Let me see your
Stop
wrist.
being gay.
You're grounded until you stop being gay.
I'm gonna make
Go to your room until you
Back to
quit
the
being
room.
gay.
I'm gonna make you smoke a whole box of dicks until you never want another dick.
There was an episode of King of the Hill where he forced Bobby to smoke a whole.
And he ended
carton
up getting
of cigarettes.
really, really hooked on him.
dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then him and.
Well, you know what they call cigarettes in England?
Dicks.
Fags.
Dicks. I think they should start that instead.
I think this is a really interesting approach to anti-homophobic, to curing homophobia.
Grounding people.
To cure being wrong.
You think grounding people is the solution?
Yes,
to-
Ian, we're trying it tomorrow.
To ground
You're
everyone.
grounded
What, for being wrong?
for being gay.
I'm not gay, though. But that doesn't even matter if I would be. Because it's not an issue. A gay
Were
issue.
you the one that was
an
gonna,
issue, I
like,
mean.
Gay, marry, like
Schaefer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay.
So what? So you're grounded for being gay.
Schaefer's grounded for being there.
Schaefer's grounded for being born?
Yes.
Schaefer's grounded. For
Schaefer
being
got born into being grounded.
Just go. Hey Schaefer, you're grounded for being born. Click.
Yeah, they...
20 minutes! It's 20 minutes, not a single video game related thing.
Yeah, we
and
did. And Ian sat
We
there and
did.
made fun of it for
He
10
mentioned
minutes.
Minecraft. I mentioned the Xbox 360.
These aren't news
Skyrim.
articles.
Those are video
we can't,
games.
we can't have opinions on these. Where's the order, man? This is just complete anarchy in a system that already doesn't work very well.
Break the action system.
Yeah, we did that.
Question the action authority.
What authority?
Sign the action declaration.
The declaration of what?
John the Action Hancock.
Okay. You said cock.
Yeah, I did.
He said hand right before it.
Yeah.
There, that lightens.
I think
Yeah,
it was
now it's
actually
over.
A little.
just H-A-N. Actually, I think it was just H-A-N instead of actually tan.
I think the only thing to do is just get plastered.
Do it.
Well, we're drinking.
Ow.
We're working on that.
I'm,
need to do the
I'm, I'm
40s
on
thing
mushrooms,
sometime.
kinda.
That could kind of be on mushrooms.
Did you take that capsule?
Well, it's not like, you're pregnant. Like, you can be kinda pregnant.
You can be kind of pregnant.
Well, yeah, it's not like you can be kinda dead, though.
You can be kind of high.
Well, either you're like on mushrooms or you're not.
He's
I
got
don't
one
really
foot
think there's
on
an
him
in
and the other
between.
foot on a banana peel.
Well, there you go. Well, if
Well,
you're standing on mushrooms, that's different.
Ian, how
No, that's something you could actually say, like, oh, I am on mushrooms, because that is definite. I am standing on top of mushrooms, and there's no denying that.
If you only have, well, he said if you only have 1 foot on the mushrooms, though.
Ian, how is you? What did you do last night? How was it?
I cut my lip there.
That
A
was
little bit.
Uh-huh.
Are you part fish? That you're just obsessively chewing on this, like, freaking
Trying to-
six-pack ring?
Trying to get through it. Well, it's,
See, just like string a bunch of those together and throw them in the
I
ocean.
don't remember
You'll
what I
catch
was
a bunch
doing
of
last
fish.
night.
Were you dropping the action acid?
No, I didn't drop the action acid.
Were you Minecrafting?
I wasn't.
He was with Travis Sanders and Chris Brown. And was that Stephen Turner?
Stevie T. Yeah.
I thought I felt this. I thought I tasted a hint of Stephen Turner.
I don't want you hanging around that boy, Ian. Is that what you're gonna give me next?
Yes, son.
You're gonna ground him for.
No, he's a real good kid. He's a little out there, but he's a real.
They all have the same facial hair.
All the Turners?
No, everyone you were hanging out with.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, like who were they all trying to be? Each other or one person?
It was like a round robin. It was like Chris Brown was trying to imitate Travis Sanders. Travis Sanders was trying to imitate Stevie Turner. Stevie Turner was trying to imitate Chris Brown for who knows what freaking reason.
Clone the action douche.
Okay, so so you were you finally saw.
What?
You said I finally saw, and then you got distracted by Ian.
I don't remember finally seeing anything.
Wait, no, I think you said that.
No, he said that.
Josh, are you trying to tell us that you have something to say?
No, I'm trying to get Alex to finish his thought.
What did he see? What did Alex see, Josh?
I don't know. What did
Alex see that he will never forget for his entire life?
Does it say Texas? But
this is a shirt that I got
I think
for
it
being.
says Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, Yu-Gi-Oh!
I don't know what it
Yu-Gi-Oh!
says. It's a shirt that I got for being part of.
It probably says
the Games Advisory Panel.
Gamer Advisory Panel.
Yeah,
I don't think it says that.
That's. I got Sony sends invites to different people to be a part of the Game Advisory Panel, and you get like special offers from them, and you give them your thoughts on demos before anybody else and stuff like that.
And you were a part of it?
Yes, I was a part of it.
But you don't know what it says.
I never asked what the shirt says. They just sent me a shirt.
How long ago?
Like 3, 4, 5 years.
I bet it says something that you're just ashamed of. Because that was, like, this is exactly the story that I was hearing when Tim
no, it says
said...
Yu-Gi-Oh!
When Tim...
That
it probably does.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Porn or something. Because when Tim...
Tim's story coming on?
I think we do, Alex!
Yay! Yay! I love Tim stories!
Okay, let's get out the old Tim book.
Oh please, it does not have death on it. We write in it so often.
Tim ordered a dildo. And he totally tried to make it seem like he accidentally ordered it, but he totally intentionally ordered it.
I remember that.
Tim, we're calling your shit out, buddy. Now's the time to fess up.
Oh, I know.
How many of you have I told about?
We should try to conference him in. What does he work for? CenturyLink? We should call CenturyLink.
He's working right now?
Yeah.
Oh. How many of you here before me today have I told about the saucy My Little Pony fan fiction that I found?
You told me and him.
That was funny. I don't think it's worth repeating again just for Tom, though. If, like, 2 of you hadn't...
Thank you. Thank you for understanding my wants, Alex. You're a good friend.
You're welcome.
He doesn't want to know the
grotesque details
of the frumpy
apple slumber party.
Yeah, that was it.
Just say it over in your head. Scrumpy apple slumber party.
Yeah, the door's locked.
Ninja Baseball Batman.
See, Ninja Baseball Batman sounds awesome when you say it out loud.
Wait, say that again?
Ninja Baseball Batman.
Oh!
Ninja Baseball
Doesn't that sound
Batman.
good?
That feels good, though.
It does. It feels good to say that. Ninja Baseball Batman. I mean, that's like how much awesome can you cram into one title?
Ninja Action Batman.
So I saw something
face
online
dump
earlier
guitar
today.
solo Batman.
So I saw something online earlier today that said, "Have you ever seen Batman and me at the same time?" Nope, didn't think so.
Yeah, but you always see Batman alone in the shadows. He's never there with anybody unless he's singling you out to break your shit.
Red Bull is fuel, so is kerosene. Therefore, Red Bull
I want a
is
shirt
kerosene.
that says, "I'm not trying to impress you, girl, but I'm Batman." That would be great.
Come up with that? That's actually pretty funny.
I think I read it somewhere.
Scrumpy Apple Slumber Party.
Yes, Scrumpy Apple Slumber Party.
He had this other tube. He had this other tab open in his browser, and he was showing me stuff on YouTube. And he was like, "Hey Tim, what's Scrumpy Apple Slumber Party?" It's just fanfiction. And the fact that he didn't like try and close it made me think maybe he was being legit. The fact that he didn't show it to me, like he would show me everything.
This isn't my hat.
Made me think something was up. I think that's my hat.
Where'd mine go?
I don't know. It looks exactly like that.
I think I threw it at Alex thinking it was Alex's hat.
I do not know where your hat is.
Here's your hat.
There it is. Don't worry, everybody. We found my hat.
I found some nachos. Yes.
Yes.
So
the
I was like,
moments of Atlas Tom are over.
So he's showing me stuff on YouTube, and I'm secretly on my phone Googling Scrumpy Apple Slumber Party. And it's an MLP fanfiction, which I expected. So on a hunch, I started scrolling down to see if there were any questionable bits, and there were.
Really?
I mean, granted, they didn't start until like 2/3 of the way through.
So maybe Tim just didn't know yet?
Yeah, it's possible, but I started reading it out loud to him, like, when he was coming back from the back. What are you reading? He kept reading, and they accidentally fermented apples, so they all got drunk in the contest. Spoiler alert.
Oh, you're not spoiling anything for me, Alex.
Yeah, we
don't worry.
Have any intention of ever looking this up or reading it.
I'm talking about our audience.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in our audience has any
because
intention of
Higmo
looking
reads
it up.
that stuff.
I'll tell you what. If we have anybody
Higmo's more manly than that.
It's not our demographic, guys. It's not what we want.
He's manly enough to be secure about it, so he does read Scrumpy Apple Slumber Party.
But how did it end? Come on.
I didn't read it all the way through. I just laughed at it for a while, and then I got a headache, like I do.
So the My Little Pony. Why?
I was kind of afraid to plow any deep. Oh man, Freudian the action slip.
Yeah, Freudian the action slip indeed.
I didn't want to dig too deep.
Well.
So I just made fun of him for a while, and then he's like, "I'm gonna stop going to that website."
I'm vetoing the website. I am absolutely appalled by the fact that they would make something like that. Speaking of which,
there's a bunch of fan fictions of that nature on that website.
Speaking of people taking the initiative, last night John Travaglio got his gun taken away.
He has a gun?
Yeah, he carries. I didn't know that because he carries concealed, but he has a license to do so. And he got it taken away by the bouncer at Coakley's.
I never thought he could be a bigger faggot. Why do you need a gun, John? Like, how small can your dick be? Seriously.
Me and one of my friends and one of his friends were all gonna like ride our bikes to City Island. 13.
Yeah.
Still working
and
on
his
this.
friend wanted to go home and grab his switchblade quick in case they got jumped.
Hey, well.
It's like we're
All right.
City Island.
So he got his gun taken
close
away.
enough to Harrisburg.
Yeah, and the cop, I mean the bouncer was this big black man, and he was like,
I know.
So he's a bouncer.
I'm familiar with the one.
Yeah, bouncers
Okay.
are big. That they traditionally are.
They have to
fucking
be.
huge.
And they're either black or
They have to be intimidating. Is what they have to be.
But
Okay.
he, John was talking to us, and the bouncer just reached over and he pulled it
Just
out.
picked his gun
Yeah,
out.
he just took it out because he was like, oh, well, you know, if I'd asked you, you know, and you would have tried to pull a gun on me or something like that. But I don't know, he did it secretively, and then John was like, you can't do that, I have every right to do that. And he's like, no, I see you've had a few drinks in you, you're not allowed to carry, you know, while under the influence. And John... No, John called me today. He's like, yeah, I'm looking up the laws right now. It doesn't say that anywhere in the Constitution. Or, well, not in the Constitution.
Probably doesn't say.
Does he still have his gun?
Yes,
Still has it. He
get his
he
gun
picked
back.
his gun up at the end of the night, and he's dropping off a copy of the
Constitution.
The Constitution.
He's just gonna give the guy here, bouncer, read this.
I think it was
Constitution.
Firearm laws. He's dropping off just a copy.
I drop it, like, just make a note to the manager.
I think it's a smart call, and I think John's being a faggot about it.
Well, yeah, but...
Yeah.
No, I would be
True.
pissed. I'd be pissed too.
I don't give a shit. I don't want anybody in it. I don't want... You know, the bouncer's right. Like, if somebody gets drunk, I don't care if I know them or not, and then they decide that they're gonna shoot somebody, it's just easy for them to do at that point. Or if they need to go out, get thrown out of the bar for some reason, it's for the bouncer's safety, and I support his decision in just taking the gun.
If they get belligerent, then you throw them out of the bar.
Yeah, but if they get belligerent and have a gun and they're angry about being thrown out of the bar...
That is a little bit different.
They don't just give out one of those, one of those licenses to anyone.
They do.
To people like John Trevalio.
No, you do have to go through a fair amount of testing.
It doesn't matter. If you have a clean record,
they don't give it out to anyone. They give it out to people like John Trevalio.
I mean, anyone who has a clean record can get a gun.
Carry gun. But if
you kill someone, you get murdered. Carry, gun, carry, gun.
Everyone.
Carry, gun.
What was the other? I want y'all to put this is Basil Marceau. I don't think he's aware that he has a website.
No, he's definitely aware that he has a. He thinks he is.
He thinks
the
he
website.
Is the website. Hello, everybody.
This is BasilMarceau.com. The next governor of Tennessee.
I want y'all to put me in this building back here behind me so I can do politic and make y'all's more freer than you was yesterday.
You should run with Jim. I'm telling you.
He's standing in front
Basil
of
Marceau and Jimmy McMillan in 2012, man.
Jimmy McMillan is the man.
Are those just some of the things that he says, some of his screw-ups, or is that how he talks? Every one of his sentences is like that. Like,
that's the promotional video.
You done be freer than you was.
He's standing in front of the Capitol building in Tennessee, which is what? I don't want to say Nashville. Is it Nashville? Knoxville? I don't know.
I think it's Knoxville.
And he's like waddling back and forth awkwardly, like Tim, and he's just talking about like. He kind of looks like an older version of the son I am disappoint face, except with like a mustache kind of. It looks like he's constantly wearing a turtleneck, and he's just talking about, and it's playing the in the background, and he's just rambling, and he says something about changing the capital to Chattanooga. I don't know. Chattanooga does have an awesome name though.
I like that I can call my friend a faggot and a tiny dick loser on this show and not have to worry about him listening to it.
Yeah, he is a faggot. I think.
Yeah.
Did you ever think he was a closet case, like in high school growing up?
What's a closet case? A homo?
Yeah, John Trevalio.
No, I never.
Can you see it with his little pretty boy smile? He always has to have a trophy girlfriend who he always fights with.
No, I never.
Really insecure.
I never saw that.
He's not insecure, but like,
I mean, maybe he has a gun. He's insecure about something.
Make fun of him.
Well, yeah,
dude, he fucking like practices his arms and legs.
Nashville is their capital. You drove through Nashville.
Did drive through Nashville.
It took like a day to drive through that fucking state because it's so goddamn long.
Went the long way.
Yeah, Tennessee is like miserably long.
Well,
what?
Can we talk about one video game thing, please?
Sure, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Look up an article on something.
Fine.
Go to Kotaku where you get all the other news.
Yeah, let's go to Kotaku. Let's just... We could have done this all along. Alex is sad.
What, all of a sudden...
my head hurts. It's been hurting for a while, and it's just kind of weird.
You've been getting a lot of headaches lately.
I'm kind of hungover, and they go away.
You drank a lot.
I drink
last night.
And I get hungover.
You get hungover on 4 beers, Ian. You are the most pathetic drinker out of all of us.
Well, I am sensitive to headaches, and if something sets one off, like getting a boot to the head, or a hangover, or just like being really sick or something sets off a headache.
I have the art of dress stuck in my head while I'm trying to help some stupid lady find the start button.
Find the start button!
I don't know if I should laugh or cry. Tim posted that on Facebook.
Wait, the what? The art?
The start button.
No, the art of dance?
Dress.
Dress?
Yeah, the art of the dress.
What's that?
I don't know. Ask Tim.
Okay,
Tim would know.
I should hope so.
Since he has it stuck in his head. Yeah.
It is kind of funny, though.
I am looking on screwattack.com if it will allow.
For art of the dress?
No.
Yeah, fuck the
For a video
games.
game article, Dingleberry.
Let's look at Art of the Dress. I know. I'm difficult, aren't I?
Yeah, we love you.
Well,
Yeah.
it's taking forever to load because our internet is deciding to be sucky
Okay.
this weekend.
Let's Josh, can I read the article since it's my going away thing? Can I do this? Can we change the action
Sure, let
initiative?
Change the action setting.
Look at news.
Yes,
Well, let's just switch seats. That way
I
we
could
don't.
just turn
No,
the
no, he's
laptop.
got to sit in the action.
I gotta sit in the action seat. Come on, Josh.
Don't soil the action cushion.
Okay. I will try not to shit in my action pants.
Action pass now.
Are you okay, Josh? I know. It's hard. That seat hurts. I know. It doesn't give as much.
I'm trying to get this.
Joystick versus the cord.
I eventually won.
Well, it turned out better
Find
than
it-
I
find
played
an
with
article.
pierogies.
Find an article and read it.
I feel so action good. Gaming news.
And hand me my beer, please.
Which one? This
Whichever
one.
one of those has beer in it. Are you gonna drink that, or is he gonna?
Are these
drink
all
that, or
videos?
Whatever. We should drink that before Paul.
Oh my god, here! This is totally related to what we're doing.
Minecraft reaches 20 million user miles.
I got it!
Yes, I'm one of those.
Minecraft reaches the 20 million user milestone. I gotta wait for it to load.
Yeah, our internet is being absurd.
While it's waiting for it to load, I have to go
Flush
the action toilet.
Ian shall be right back.
Ian will be back.
Hey, don't use my name, use my alias.
We've been using our names all show.
Dipshit shall be right back.
So, what did you do today, guys?
Absolutely nothing.
I hurt.
Why did you get so drunk last night, Alex?
I don't know. I got this urge to be really, really decadent and eat like fancy pastries with like an oversweetened liquor. And I found this black sambuca that I always wanted to try.
This?
It tastes exactly like the regular stuff, except it's not quite as strong, and it's like pitch black with like a slight bluish to it, which is really weird. And
Does it still smell like black licorice?
yeah, it's almost exactly the same flavor. And I just don't remember being as drunk as I probably was. And then I woke up.
You were pretty
at 8.
drunk, man.
I woke up at 8 and I got up at 3.
You got distracted like an hour and a half into the movie, and then you turned back to the TV, and Batman Returns was still on, and you're like, is this movie still going?
I do remember that.
And I was like, it's a 2-hour movie, man.
I was like, oh.
Tragic. Simply tragic. Sorry to hear that.
So are we waiting for the Garth to get back to read the story?
No, fuck it. It's my show now. We'll do it fuck it. We're doing it live. Minecraft reached a new pinnacle of success yesterday when its total user base went up to 20 million total players. Notch celebrated the milestone by sending a barrage, if you can call 4 a barrage, of hilarious statistic-based tweets. Minecraft now has 20 million registered users. At 70 kg each, that's 25% of the weight of the Great Pyramid of Giza. 23.23% also bought the game. Extrapolating, we find that 76.77% of the internet will register for things they don't want. 20 million people produce enough heat energy to power a flux capacitor, but there are significant logistic problems with doing so. At 4 liters per day, it would take 1 million years to drink 20 million liquidized humans. Just saying. I'll stop now. Thank you, Notch. Thank you.
Wait, was that the article or was that Notch?
This is no, that was Notch.
That was Notch.
That was
before
That is
Notch.
funny.
Yeah.
Where did he figure out the pyramid of
Giza?
whatever? Yeah.
Well, clearly the man is a genius. And here's the article. If you want a more profit-based stat concerning this accomplishment, this means Mojang has gone on to sell a total of over 4.6 million copies. That is Mojang, the popular tile game based in Asia. If that number
Mahjong?
it says Mojang.
That's the production company, Mojang AB.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're thinking of Mahjong.
I am.
You made us stupid.
Well, if that number seems small to
Well,
you,
it is tile based.
it is tile based.
Ah.
If that number seems small to you, it should be noted that users who signed up during its earliest development stages got to keep the game for free. Not too shabby at all for a retro-style indie game. Congrats, Notch and Company, you guys really deserve it. Now, do they really deserve it?
I don't know, let's ask Alex. Do they really deserve it? Since you're the one that plays it here.
I kind of gave them my life. I'd be a little bit disillusioned if they didn't deserve it.
On a silver platter.
Yeah, guilty.
You did kind of give them your life. You did kind of gave them your life, didn't you?
It doesn't get out. You know those games that you like that are really exciting to start? Like Pokemon, and then they kind of lose steam as the game goes on?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that in this game. You can just go to like the next vacant lot and be like, let that one over there rot and start doing. Just gonna drop all my stuff and just make new weapons and start from scratch again.
Build a new giant golden cock and balls?
Exactly.
Okay. See, that's kind of like when I was playing through Morrowind and Oblivion and Fallout 3
and Fallout New Vegas.
I had the exact same experience. I never got tired of them. I never slowed down on playing them. I mean, like, after I played 90 hours, I'd still want to sit down and play, like, 6-7 hours at a time of that game.
Whoa, I just got back. Where are you action going?
Don't try and force it, Ian. You always try and force it.
Turning up the action thermostat.
Is there still action beer
left in your can?
Action beer can?
No.
Action beer now.
Sorry I took too long, guys. I forgot what I was actually doing.
Concept art for the cancelled Gotham
What does it say?
Gaslight
What does it say? What does it say? What's the last word?
emerges.
Yeah, well, that's way to go. We can't show people the concept art.
It's up there.
Shit. Can't show people. I wasn't gonna read it.
Well, I was just reading the title, so now they know the title. It's on ScrewAttack.com.
Yeah, just go there.
If you wish to read
Stop
and
listening
see
to
the
us.
concept art, go there.
They are everything that we are.
I had heard about a canceled Batman game that it was supposed to be awesome sauce, but I never actually saw the
are they
concept art
actually...
yet.
No.
No, they're not
Okay.
moving.
It's a very steampunk
You're just on
looking
mushrooms.
Batarang. Look how steampunk...
It's a steampunk-based Batman game.
Oh.
That sounds awesome.
Well, it's never gonna get made.
Combo, but wait, no.
See that they already did a cyberpunk
Steam the
Batman.
action punk.
Did
See,
they?
yeah, I could see a cyberpunk Batman.
They
but
did a cyberpunk
steampunk is
Batman.
like,
Batman Beyond was a
Elizabethan
cyberpunk Batman.
No, you can't do that. Like, I mean, you
I
could
just
do that,
imagine
but that's too
Batman
far
with like
of a
the
stretch.
frilly collar.
Yeah, well, that would be.
Hey, so I would
You just
Wayne.
make 'em, you know,
I would
yeah,
support a steampunk Batman.
You just make a. Remember, there are two different flavors of.
I would support
steampunk.
it initially, but
Where's
undoubtedly, I think it
Why
would
are you
fail
browsing my
after
Facebook?
a while.
For Tim. I'm not browsing. I'm just browsing Tim.
How to Tim?
How to Tim?
You want to find out how to
If you
Tim?
want to see something sad, look at his YouTube page.
Did he get a tattoo?
No. But if he did,
If he got that tattoo, I would punch him in it.
I'd punch him in it every time I saw it.
Probably a rub-on.
No, that's not his skin. That's not his
Yeah.
own.
If Tim got, like I said, I'd be like, Tim, you're over here. I have to start punching you in your tattoo until you go home, or until I get tired.
To punch him in the tat.
There's me.
Look at that face.
That's me.
Look at that face.
Look at that guy.
Look at that guy.
Isn't he handsome?
I recognize half of you.
It's the half of me that's up there.
Hey guys, we're looking at Facebook right now.
That's
He's
where this.
looking at my Facebook.
That's where this is going.
Check your action Facebook.
Who said that?
What?
Bald
Someone-
Timmy
did
is
somebody just-
bald.
Yeah, somebody texted it to me while we were. Oh, is that what Tim looks like now?
Yeah, Bald Timmy is.
Is
Bald
he?
Timmy.
Looks like a biker.
Is he online?
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
better picture of him somewhere balancing a beer can on his head.
That was funny. I think you took that last night. Let's take that last night.
Okay, he fits into that category of persons.
I guess.
What person?
That
That
kind of
category.
person.
Yeah. Kinda.
Okay,
His
so
voice would finally drop.
Tim Robbins. If you want to see what he looks
Yeah.
like, go to it's TIMROBBINS. Tim Robbins.
Beat.
Right, just like the actor.
And that's who we're talking about. This is him shooting
Well,
a gun.
they've heard Tim on the podcast before, so
That
they
was
know
the
what he
manliest
sounds
thing
like.
he's ever done.
It's a small gun though compared to him.
The manliest thing he's ever done is fire a gun.
Were you with him for this?
Everyone carry
How's that
gun.
work?
You were making. Never.
He shot a gun at work.
No,
Timmy carry gun.
I wasn't at work.
Oh.
I was at work. He was not at work.
He wasn't at work. He was shooting a gun.
Now you're looking at
don't
people that I don't know.
Oh, well, Tim knows this person.
Tim knows this people?
Tim knows this people.
Okay, that's good. Check up on the time, would you?
It's 9:27.
No, I mean the time on the podcast.
Oh. We have 10 minutes.
Okay, we can go another 10 minutes, I think.
It was hard going 50. Why not drag ourselves through the mud on 10 more?
You could pull up another article and read it.
Nope, I'm looking at pictures of Tim's friends.
Okay.
These are Tim's friends.
Who are they?
That looks like Mr. T.
Why do they look like Chronicles of Riddick?
Why do they look like Chronicles of Riddick?
Guys, this is the best podcast ever.
I don't know. There are some that we've done that I absolutely love. Like the one where they had me and you and Schaefer and him. And
was that one of the ones with Schaefer where Schaefer actually talked, or did he just say Radio Schaefer?
No,
he talked.
We were talking and we were all pretending to be communists, and everything we said we went, "Da!"
Oh, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad I was there for that one, guys. The fun episode.
Yeah, you would have killed it. You would have been like, "Oh wow, let's see where it's
Let's see how quickly I can drag this to some place pressing and boring.
Guys, I'm going somewhere next week. This is really big. Let's talk about me instead."
I haven't brought that up at all, actually.
I know.
All I said...
Your Tom voice
yeah, we're gonna make fun of you for it anyway.
It's never been good. I've never sounded like his Tom voice.
Yeah, but it still encompasses you. The Timmy voice doesn't sound like the Timmy voice.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Timmy voice.
Now, the James Dean
See, Francis does sound like the Timmy voice.
Oh my gosh, that guy sounded just like Timmy, but that's just a
voice.
That's just a character. But I thought it was hilarious the first time I found that, and I was like, it's the Timmy voice!
It would be funny if that guy was doing like a Skype call with Timmy about doing something, and then he just decided, it's like, oh my gosh, I need to turn this into a character. Or if he saw the Slacker channel.
What if
he just saw the Slacker channel and saw Timmy?
Tim was talking to Francis, and they both decided to use that voice.
Tim, because he naturally uses that voice, because he's Tim. What other voice would
Francis,
Tim use?
Because he was concealing his identity.
Oh my, is this what I think it is? Merry Christmas to me.
Playing DVD? What is that? What is that?
It's the Slacker channel.
All 13?
There we go.
There's only one thing missing from it, and it's not a main episode. So
just one of the specials?
Yeah.
What were our specials again?
Well, there was the Slacker channel.
Wait, are you talking about the one that we recorded on my cell phone?
You recorded a Slacker channel?
We did not record a Slacker channel episode. So.
No, I told you to make a good Slacker channel thing when we were at the laundromat.
Yeah, the quality is too heinous.
Can you hand me that marker, Ian? Or not, whatever.
Is that I'm just saying, is that the one that's not included?
No, because that never became an episode. I actually had
it was funny though. I put all the files.
It was funny. It was funny. It was. I don't know.
I put up all the files on my own YouTube channel.
Tom, you got to see the cover art I made for Ian.
The cover art is pretty fucking good.
Have it?
I scanned it. I mean, I only.
We'll have to show it to you later. It's definitely worth seeing, man.
Good.
You showed it to me. I thought it was pretty funny.
Would you say that you would deem it? Would it be viable in the running for the last thing you ever show me, Alex?
Is anything
That's
good enough?
That's debatable. I got a whole bunch of stuff like kind of lingering on my mind that I would do.
I'm trying to write the Slacker channel, but because I was saying viable, I just wrote the V.
Oh, you might just remember how you seed.
You seed!
The S before the V, and you make that the L in this part of the A.
Okay.
It'll look retarded, but it'll be readable.
I think it works with the theme of the Slacker channel. Remember when you seed?
Yeah, remember when you seed.
The Slacker seed.
Well, now you know Tom has a one-track mind.
Everyone, stop fucking talking. I'm trying to write this thing.
Hey, this
GWSKILBGN
LVGLPQFDQMX.
Nope.
No, you wrote X. X. You didn't.
I did write X. Everyone out there, I did
He's
write
lying
X.
to you, internet.
This is just radio magic. They can say I wrote X, and you're like, oh, what a fucking idiot, he wrote X. I didn't. I didn't write X.
What a fucking idiot. Why did he write X? Ian, why did he write X?
He did write. What?
I didn't write X.
I think it's because you said X, and that made him think X. You know, so he wrote X.
Oh,
That was funny. I watched him do that. That was funny.
I watched him do it too.
Is anybody listening to this?
No, we're talking to ourselves here. We're just listening.
I'm gonna call it the
Hypno.
Slacker Chanel.
Just listening to
Hypno.
That's how I
listens.
wrote it on his. It was the Slacker Chanel. Like that. Just it was like
The Slacker Chanel.
SLAQUE.
Chanel. That sounds like such like a black girl's name. Chanel.
Chanel.
Yeah, Chanel.
We don't need to get racist now.
I wasn't
That's
being
not
racist.
racist.
I was just saying that sounds like that.
Left or
Calm down there, Grand Dragon.
Stereotypical,
What?
yes. Racist,
Grand
not
Grand
necessarily.
Yeah,
Wizard.
you
What's
could
that?
say that
The
someone's
Grand
name,
Wizard.
if it ends
Oh, that
in an
guy.
SKI, it
Of
sounds
the
Polish. It's not racist.
Ku Klux Klan.
You know what's the best
Trends.
Russian name ever? Sonovovich.
Sanovovich.
You gonna tell them where you pulled that Russian name from or no?
Yeah, it was on Road Rovers. It was what got them banned.
That fact is sad.
Can we talk about?
Funny.
Can we talk about?
I don't know, can we?
I don't know. Can we?
I got
Well, you gonna finish your sentence?
Let's talk about the White Death. He
You know-
has a nice Russian name.
You want to talk about
The
that?
White
Who's
Death?
the White Death?
White Death.
Who's the White Death?
He has
Cocaine?
No. He was, It's funny because I was saying a word that started with S, and then I said no right after you said cocaine.
Spokane, Washington.
He was a sniper.
Nothing feels no pain.
What is that other website that we do everything from again?
I pulled a lot of articles from Screw Attack.
Kotaku. Is that with a K?
Yes.
It's KOTAKU.
K-O-T-A.
Oh, you haven't been to it, so I guess you don't.
Well, I've only had this laptop for a couple of weeks.
This
So you're
looks like
admitting
your
I
old
haven't
laptop. This looks like your old laptop. Kotaku!
Yeah, this is not my old laptop.
This might be the reason behind the Xbox Live hacks. Oh fuck, we're breaking the story right now.
So you know if like this is a terrible joke. Never mind.
What was it about? Racism?
No, it's
Sexism?
about Samurai Jack.
Okay,
Okay.
good. You have our attention.
Demons have to stay warm, so if they forget their jacket, you can go Kotaku.
So-
This is really bad. That went on my permanent record,
And then Dean
and
died.
then Dean died. 70% power.
I love how you just like, anytime you mention Dean as part of another story, you just reactively say, and then Dean died.
Yeah, even if it's not a Dean story, I'm terrible.
You did that the other day. Who was it you were telling the story about? What was it, Andrew?
Probably.
He's like telling a story about like Andrew or something. And then he briefly mentioned Dean. And then he paused the entire story just so he could go. And then he died. And then he moved on with the story. And I just sit there going, it was great. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
It's home.
And the door's
We're
not
at
locked.
59 minutes, gentlemen. Let's do our sign outs.
Yeah,
Oh,
we should
man.
do our sign outs.
It's gonna break it.
Press the action button podcast here on digital-delirium.com. As always, I am your host, Joystick. With me this week was Teabag. Say goodbye to the people, Teabag.
I'm sitting in the host position. Thank you for listening to this week's edition of Press the Action Button on Digital Delirium. As always, I am this week's host. D-Bag, sitting to the left of me,
D-Bag.
is Ian.
D-Bag, you got
Say
it.
goodbye, Ian.
Farewell.
Sitting to the right of him is Alex. To the left of him.
No, you got it.
Yeah,
Wait, no, that would be the left.
That's not hot. That's not bye. That's hi.
Hi.
Say bye.
No.
Say bye, or I will punch us out your face for free.
I'm not going to say that word of which you instructed me to speak.
Well, then say aloha.
However-
I don't fucking care. sign off.
The minute of the equestrian that is subject to the property of my person.
Okay.
Oh, and if you kill someone, you get murdered.
If you kill someone, though, you get murdered.
Everybody carry
20% power.
And, Josh, say goodbye to the people.
We'll talk to you guys next week here on digital-delirium.com.
Yes, we'll talk to you guys next week here on Digital.
This has been Tom's last episode, so everyone say goodbye to him.
Bye, Tom.
This podcast shall
I said it.
This podcast shall miss Teabag.
Thank you.
It'll be Teabagless from here on out.
I hope this isn't the legacy I leave.